Hey everyone, it is Sunday, September 26th. The time right now is 4:12 p.m. and the temperature outside is around 19 degrees Celsius. And I am here at Bayview Station.
Line 4 to Sheppard. Please stand clear of the doors.
And this is located on the Sheppard line, which is line 4. And for this one, I'll be heading on up to street level and then taking a walk through Bayview Village Mall. And then after that, I'll head back out to Sheppard Avenue East and walk over to Bessarion Station. And there's some neat 3D artwork in this station. And I've had a few requests to explore this mall. And given that the TTC is running shuttle buses on line 1 between, I think, St. Clair and Lawrence, I didn't really feel like heading south into downtown today. And this here would be Bayview Avenue. And there is Sheppard Avenue East. And I'm currently walking to the south. And there's a look north. And this condo here is kind of neat. It is shaped like a cruise ship, although you can't really see from this angle. And now it's east along the north side of Sheppard Avenue East. And there's a better look at that condo. Although it'll soon be joined by a couple of more towers right here in the southwest corner of Bayview Village Mall. Here's the proposal. And I think they've had to amend it to include some green space. The original proposal, as it was not approved by the city. And there'll be a couple of 30-story towers and some more retail. And there's a look over at Bayview Village. And it gets its name from this neighborhood. And this subway line went in back in 2002. Although it was only ever partially built. It runs between Sheppard Yonge Station, which also connects to line 1 to the east over to Fairview Mall, and that's at Don Mills. They really should have just built the entire thing all the way out to around Scarborough Town Center as planned. As I don't think the development along Sheppard here has intensified as much as originally had been planned based on the subway. And those towers across the street, off in the distance there, run alongside Highway 401, and they are referred to as the New York Towers. And it's quite unfortunate that They ended up looking the way they do because they're a lot shorter than they were originally planned to do so, and the scaling just looks really weird. Or rather, the scale of them. And this is my first time ever going to this mall. This would be considered a neighborhood or local mall. There's 18 of these in the city of Toronto. I recently recorded walks around Dufferin Mall and Gerrard Square, two other neighborhood malls. The big five in the city proper, I think, would be Sherway, which is out in Etobicoke, Fairview, which is just to the east of here, and of course Scarborough Town Centre, the Eaton Centre, and Yorkdale. So I'll enter the western entrance to the mall here, and I'll make my way over to that side. And I guess I gotta put my mask back on. And I think the main anchor store there is Loblaws. It's a large grocery store. Although there used to be a Kmart here that closed back in, I think, 1998. And originally this was built as an open-air mall in the early 60s, but it's been extensively renovated since then. There was a period in the 90s where a lot of these regional malls were really suffering, and a number of them closed down. And I think that's when this mall pivoted into more of a higher end experience. It certainly appears a lot nicer than Gerrard Square. And I think I read that it was home to the first ever Gap in Canada. So here's where you get to Loblaws. And there's an Aroma Cafe. I think there's something in the neighborhood of 110 stores in this mall, and it's around 440,000 square feet. I think it's definitely under the radar as far as malls in Toronto go. There's a Lindt and a Mastermind and a Starbucks. And that would kick you out to the north end of the property. That's kind of neat, Candyland. And the mall will be closing in 40 minutes from now, as it closes at 5 p.m. on Sundays. There's a Tommy Bahama, Browns. I am not a mall person, but I gotta say I'm kind of impressed. It's kind of got the feeling of a mini Sherway. There's a neat home decor store called Neat. And there's a Shoppers Drug Mart and a body shop. Let's see what's down this aisle here. Not sure where this leads down to. There's a bank and Bread and Roses Bakery Cafe and a New Balance store. Maybe I'll take a quick peek at what's down these stairs here. Not a whole lot. There's a salon, a place called Connect Hearing, a management office, and access to the underground parking. Here's a look at the layout. There's people asking about the iPhone 13. Which I will not be getting. I've never even heard of most of these stores. Jean-Paul Fortin? It's always hard to read cursive writing like that. Banana Republic, a Sephora, Talbot's. This is quite the contrast to the Eaton Center where I was yesterday. The store is not open. And here's the Gap. I'm not sure if this is the original location or not. And what's around the corner here? Not a whole lot. And there's also an LCBO, which is just up here on the left. That's a large provincially run liquor store. There's an Echo and a Pusateri's. The LCBO looks pretty big. I think a lot of residents in the city will never forgive this place for price gouging on sanitary items in the early days of the pandemic. And there you go. I think that's most of Bayview Village Mall. All right, and I'm gonna do something I don't normally do on these videos, and I'm gonna pause recording as I've got to go pick something up since I'm here. I'll try to remember this exact spot when I resume recording, so I'll be back in a couple of minutes. And I'm back. Sorry for the delay there. I just popped into Shoppers and picked something up. I wasn't even gone 10 minutes. And I think that's my first time ever doing something like that while recording a video. Between my two channels, I have, I think, well over 1,000 videos now. I don't really like the idea of breaking up my videos. I like to keep them as one long, continuous recording. I also noticed a Toronto Library branch in the parking lot of that mall. And there's a place called the Village Loft, which looks like a barbecue restaurant. And that's in the parking lot. And straight ahead are more of the NY towers. So that was kind of a neat mall. It's on the small side, but definitely bigger than Gerrard Square. So what I'll do now is I'll head east over to Bessarion Station and we'll wrap this one up. So it's back east on the north side of Sheppard Avenue East. Bayview Village Place Suite Rentals. So there's a mix of condos and traditional apartments. This condo over here has every unit on the ground floor up for lease. And just past the station where I'm heading, there's a North York IKEA location. And there's a Mountain Equipment Co-op in that area and a large Canadian Tire. And all those condos off in the distance are right around Fairview Mall. Monkey King. They have a 437 area code. don't see that too often, at least not on a business phone number. As you can tell, despite the subway line, or rather subway stump on Sheppard Avenue, it's not a very urban environment. Well, it looks like there's some type of redevelopment happening at this building. It's definitely vacant. And this sign should give us some more clues as to what's going on. We'll soon be home to a 24-story building with 527 condo units. There is a Korean church. And Bessarion Station is coming up. And it's one of the least used subway stations in the city. I think only Downsview Park is used less. Although, just to the south of it, I think what is currently the largest continuous residential development in the city is happening. That's being built by Concord Addicts. That would be all those condos you see there, which kind of bizarrely have been pushed back to line Highway 401 rather than up here at street level. I think the further you get away from the downtown core, the more suburban and towers in the park type of design principles are used. And it's really kind of a shame because this area has a lot of potential, but from a pedestrian's perspective, it's not very good. And here is Bessarion Road. All right, maybe I'll cross over here. There's a plaza here with a large mountain equipment co-op. And that's a look off to the east towards Fairview. Oh, I don't actually have a walk sign here, but there's a green light. We're in one of those neighborhoods where if you don't press the button, you're an afterthought. And Sheppard Avenue is what you could define as a strode. It's not quite a street, not quite a road. And it's good at being neither. Roads are more for getting across larger distances, but there's too many stops on the way for this to really get moving if there's any volume of traffic. And here's a future home of a community center. I'll just peek around the corner and get a look at this new residential development before heading into the station. First, let's try to pronounce this. Ethenen Hostinen Lane, okay. I guess this is the lane here. There's some of the new buildings going in. I think there'll be a large school in here as well. And right off in that distance is an IKEA. It's an older IKEA. It's not as big or as nice as some of the newer ones, such as the one in Vaughan or even the one in Etobicoke, but it still does the trick. And Mountain Equipment Co-op, which, if you ask a lot of people, used to be really good, but they've kind of sold out. All right, let's head into the subway station. I'm wearing cargo shorts, and I never put my mask in a consistent spot. I'm kind of fishing around for it right now. There it is. I'm gonna say there's gonna be less than 4 other people on the subway platform when we get down there. Seems as if everyone who navigates this area is doing it by car. Might have seen one cyclist the whole time. And he was on an e-bike. If you're sick, please stay home. Define sickness. Some people are sick and never get well. Should they never leave home? I think we all know the point of that message. It's just a little vague if you take it literally. It should be, if you're sick and it's contagious, stay home. And there's some signs of life down here. All right, I said there would be 4 people or less on the platform. I'm going to be taking the train west to Sheppard Yonge. And from there, I'll be taking it south for 2 stops to Lawrence. Then I'll encounter a very long lineup to get on the shuttle bus south to Eglinton. So if I can catch a 97 bus instead, I'll do that. If not, I might just walk. So there's one guy over there. And nobody over here. Nice big clean subway station. And there's just 2 of us on a Sunday afternoon. That's kind of weird. Welcome to city planning done wrong. They have actually built the subway line the way it should have been. There would no doubt be more people here. All right, 2 more people joined. And that's convenient, every 7 minutes. So I have no idea when the next train is arriving. So on that note, it's probably a good idea to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed this walk from Bayview Station through Bayview Village Mall with a brief interruption along the way. And then continuing east along Sheppard Avenue East over to the fabulous but dead to the world Bessarion Station. Oh, I can hear a train rumbling off in the distance. Oh, there it is. You can see the lights. All right, I'll leave the camera running until the train rolls through. So thank you for watching. If you wish to support the channel, there are links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership in the description. And I also have an Instagram account. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you on the next one.
Line 4 to Don Mills.
Are you interested in working in transit? The TTC is hosting a virtual information session for skilled trained personnel. on the exit from